We've started to see an absolute deluge across eastern parts of Queensland, and it is going to continue for much of the remaining week, and in fact, potentially after that as well. Heavy rainfall totals stretching from the Mackay area right down to Bundaberg are possible for much of this week, where totals could exceed 100 millimeters. And as you can see, it has already resulted in flash flooding for a number of areas across Queensland. During this period, unfortunately, we could also see river flooding just due to the daily accumulations of rainfall. Rivers during this period will be rapid and they'll also be fairly quick to rise. To 9 a.m. on Wednesday, we had Mackay getting 33 millimeters and Rockhampton 75 millimeters, the heaviest rain in 8 months. This is good news for Rockhampton. So far this March, they're picking up some good totals. February was one of the driest on record for them. Gladstone also 38 millimeters, and even as far south as the Sunshine Coast, getting some showers resulting in 30 millimeters of rainfall. We're going to continue to see that rain this week, but throughout the last 7 days, we've already started to see indications of that signal there. Totals over 200 millimeters have started to appear in the last 2 days while looking back at the last 7 days' rainfall. We're still in that period where we can see that heavy rain that hit northeast New South Wales over last weekend, where we saw isolated totals exceed 200 millimeters, widespread totals well over 100 millimeters in under 24 hours. We're also seeing action from the monsoon, and you can see that from the north of the country, those heavy totals across the Kimberley, as well as the top end of the peninsula. But we have a heavy rain on the way, not only for the Pilbara region, which currently has a flood watch out due to a tropical low, but we have this system right over here. A trough is deepening right off the Queensland coast. It's producing heavy showers and storms many days this week for central Queensland coast. There's a lot of uncertainty whether or not we will see a cyclone sometime next week just off the Queensland coast. Regardless or not, many models are pointing to heavy rainfall during that period, really from Saturday onwards, as far north as the Cooktown region. But if we do get a cyclone, well, we could also see gale force winds accompanied by it as well. So let's first talk about what we're going to expect each and every day this week. Thursday, we have that tropical low impacting the Pilbara region and a trough associated with it extending further south across the interior, the Gascoyne, and even parts of the southeast coastal districts. That'll generate widespread showers and thunderstorms, while heavy rain showers and storms will affect the Pilbara coastline, and as a result, there's a flood watch out for that region. Those falls will continue on Friday, and you'll also notice that falls are continuing across the Queensland coastline. Showers and thunderstorms in New South Wales, mostly about the east, but they aren't as intense as what we've seen earlier in the week. By Saturday, conditions should begin to clear up for much of the east, excluding that Queensland coastline. Tropics remaining active with the monsoon, and we're still seeing those daily totals racking up across Western Australian interior with that moisture-laden low-pressure trough. Now we're looking at Sunday, and you can see how there's a little bit of uncertainty here because we're not totally picking up those heavy rains that other models are getting right now. But as we go into Monday, there's a little bit more forecast certainty of the heavy rainfall then shifting to the north, reaching Cairns, where we could see daily totals exceed 100 millimeters. Around the southeast, we're going to see a trough front move through, and that'll bring some showers as well. So this is the picture over the next 8 days. Heavy rain for the Pilbara and parts of the Western Australian interior due to that tropical low that should be making landfall probably sometime Thursday and into Friday. But this is the area I wanted to highlight, stretching from Gladstone right up to Cairns. There's a lot of uncertainty here, but one thing is for sure. We're going to get heavy rainfall and it'll lead to flash flooding, and it is important that you take care on the roads during the next week if you live in this area.